Uh, what was
I
our
forgot
intro before? Uh,
we've been here for a while, so we
Jesus,
forgot. It's like I'm
Jesus,
Scott.
Jones man. Hi,
Oh,
I'm Scott. Hi, I'm Corey, and we
we
are
are
the
the
Cloud
Cloud Brothers.
Brothers.
I'm Scott.
I'm Corey,
We are the
the
Cloud
Cloud
Brothers.
Brothers. Yes, we
Yes.
are. And we've been
And this
gone
is,
for quite a while. We are coming to you live to tape from our spacesuits.
it's
We
we
got
got them
new,
from
we
Space
got new
Force.
matching suits. We are in space together, space and time. We were off on our own adventures, right, Scott?
Yeah, let's just say life happens.
Life
Um,
happened, and we were gone for a
moving
while,
moving
but we're
on.
back.
Yeah,
And
moving on.
what are we doing
Oh,
today, Brain?
first thing I gotta thank I actually know
Oh my
the
God,
200 subscriber, so I have to thank Albus because
200.
starting
Elvis,
starting his cloud journey.
Elvis is our 200th subscriber.
All right, so what we're doing today, actually, I'm going to share my screen now. Yeah, it's exciting and post. I know.
I see a
Yeah,
LinkedIn logo building a CI/CD pipeline.
on the road ahead. Yeah, so
Yep.
I had this thing where I had to work on something for work. Weirdly enough, how that works.
Yep.
Where I needed to create a Lambda function that put all the dependencies in and use CodePipeline to build it all together. So as I do, I was searching for examples, tutorials similar to the videos we've done before.
Mm-hmm.
And I found this one and started going through this. And it's like, okay, this is pretty much exactly what I need. What I liked about this one as well, I'm not even going to try to say that name, but thank you.
It's Alexander. The last name I
Oh,
can't get.
wow. That's okay. Nice one. Nice. Somebody's been working with Eastern Europeans.
I have a little bit. Yeah, it's true.
Well, all right. So, explains continuous integration, continuous delivery, continuous deployment, kind of all the stuff that we did in like the cloud practitioner
Yeah.
stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but this is specific about code pipelines and code deploy and all of that stuff. And it has a really good background of what each one is. Agree or disagree or nitpick or whatever. I think it's a pretty good article for general overall understanding. So went through it, had all the pieces, and had diagrams, which is my favorite part. It's got pictures. So this is the serverless application that it deploys. You upload something to an S3 bucket. It triggers the Lambda, which triggers an SNS topic alert, which sends an email that says, hey, you uploaded something or you deleted something from this specific bucket.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah. And then the template is the serverless application model. I'm sure it says
Yeah, I
it in
think
here.
so. I think that's what it says. So
Yeah,
this
serverless application model.
contains a SAM template. Okay.
Yeah. So this is basically the SAM template is basically a CloudFormation template that makes serverless stuff, right?
Yep.
So this is the CloudFormation template with the topic, and this actually gets deployed as part of the CI/CD pipeline, which we'll see at the end. And then this is the actual Lambda function
Mm-hmm.
that the Amazon function that actually does the thing where it says, hey, you uploaded or you deleted something when you're subscribed to the SNS topic. Yeah, and then there's a test actually for doing the test and build spec file. We can go through this in code in a minute, but one of the things that I had to do was I had to change this because 11 isn't supported anymore.
Okay.
And just 17.
Because this article is from 2021, I noticed, so it makes sense.
Yeah, 2 years ago. So that part of our this is part of our value add as the Cloud Brothers. This is what we do for you subscribers. is I'll go through these things and figure these things out and put them into code. So the changes that I've done that I'm talking about are actually in code.
In your GitHub, and we'll put that in the description below.
Yeah,
While you're liking and subscribing to be our 201st subscriber.
I heard that clicking the subscribe button burns at least 500 calories.
Yeah, it's true. So if you're looking to get fit,
yeah,
you know what to do.
I think they even put it on the Fitbit. Yeah, anyway. So yeah, there's another one changed to 17, and because I changed that, I had to change a couple of other things too.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things, if you're going to go through my code and fork my code, because S3 buckets have to be specific names. Actually, this is one where it's doing it. Mm-hmm. This is actually an interesting point.
Oh, that's cool. It generates a random string.
Yeah.
For your S3 bucket. That's awesome.
Yeah, and I don't know if there's a check to see if the bucket exists before it does this, but a 32-character random string with your bucket name, chances of somebody else coming up with that bucket name is pretty low. So I don't know if there's any checking on that, but I've never run into something where, oh, that bucket name exists when I'm doing testing with this. I'm not going to read this whole thing. You guys can read it. That's because
it's pretty long from what you showed me before.
Yeah. So watching somebody, I'm going to do like the highlights, and you can do. Actually, I can show the trick that I do. If you want to read it, have somebody read it for you. Go like that on your Mac and go start speaking, and then it'll go in an awesome robotic voice. That's
but if you're on a PC, we're sorry.
Yeah.
There we go.
Nothing. Okay. So then there's another diagram, which is I think it's the outer layer diagram. If you're thinking of that way, I'm not sure if that makes sense, but it's the top layer.
I'm picking up what you're putting down. Yeah. Because I know, once you know the diagrams.
Yeah. So, I'm going to show all this in code too. I'm not just going to read it in short.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Code commit, and then code commit runs the SAM template, does the code build. Code build triggers the CloudFormation code deploy, actually creates the CloudFormation template. Code deploy then takes and deploys the CloudFormation template, puts a change set to the stack, and then updates your serverless application. So that's the creation of each thing. Repository uses everything is in AWS, so it uses code commit, code deploy, code pipeline. I think that's all of the code thingies.
Mm-hmm.
Double check. This is one of the things that's important. You have to make sure that this is writable. I actually put this into the build spec, which is a code pipeline thing, which we'll go over later.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so the other part of when you're going through this tutorial that I found is that the actual instructions, like the do things, the run book things, start with go to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so if I do a go to thing, if I can do a go-to thing on a search, it'll find the instructions. But I've already done all of that.
Yep.
Things go-to. I've already done it, so I'm gonna just kind of breeze through this because this is more about showing the console than anything else. Trying to also remember if I ran into any weird things that I didn't put in my code that'll trip anybody up. Yeah, this is what you're talking about. It's pretty long.
Yeah, it's long, so take your time, go through it. Read it. And if you have questions, we monitor our comments. So put questions in the comments, and Scott's gone through the tutorial, so he'll be the professional replying to you.
Yeah, happy to help. Anyway, we'll put that link in the description for that one. We'll also put this link in here, which is the original one by Alexander, Alex H.
Yep.
And then I have mine here, which is the one that I forked. So you guys should fork it into your own and then make your own changes as well. If you find a mistake and want to do a PR, that would also be good. But I am going to go through the code a little bit because it did describe some of the code.
Yep.
The Gradle is a Lambda thing for building stuff. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not a Java person, so I just know it's like a Java compiler. The template, pretty sure this is the template that they were talking about for creating the policies. And this was, yeah, so this one I actually had to change my code. No, that's, I don't know, that's my code. I think I changed this to 17 as well to get it to work. I'm gonna double check that. Source is the actual function. So this is the actual function that it's creating, that it's building. This is the Lambda that's sending the topic to you in the end. And what else is important in the code? There's some key stuff important in the code. I don't think there was anything in settings for Gradle that was that important. Not important. I think this is just a standard thing that we need to install. There was something in one of the Gradle things where I had to change something. This is not it. Maybe this is not it. No. If I remember what Gradle thing it was, I mean, is it this one?
Is it the batch file?
No, I just opened the batch file.
Oh,
okay. This one.
Okay.
Yeah. So this one on the old one. Sorry, that's not it. Oh man, build.gradle. On the old one, it had this.
Oh. Okay.
For whatever reason, I'm not sure 100% why this didn't work. But I locked it to this, and I think I actually asked ChatGPT how to fix this.
Yeah, maybe it's deprecated. Just like.
Yeah. Oh no, for sure, there's something. It's something where the things don't match what I've done, or something like that. Exactly.
Yeah.
Anyway. One of the important files here is the build spec. This is also where I changed it to 17.
Right, I remember. Yep.
And this is the other one too that they were talking about in the documentation. It's like make sure your Gradle, which is this one, is executable, right? Because it's a function.
Yeah.
I had to add that in here because it was not in this one. So this function didn't work until I put this in front, and then it worked. But yeah, basically each command does a thing, change the permission, run a clean build, use the serverless application model thingy to take your template and distribute the template, and then the artifacts that it comes out of it is the package.yaml. And I don't think there's anything else to go through in here. Oh, actually, yeah, these are templates that it uses as part of the pipeline. And actually, yeah, this is how when you update it here, where's that one? update here. Got johndoe.gmail. So if you want this to actually work and send you something where you're going to get it,
Okay, that's where you do it. Okay.
in the deploy stage parameters override. I don't know if that's written anywhere or if I just figured that out. Anyway, that's the code overview. Gonna go through and sort of go back to README and sort of just go through it section by section as they build it out here.
Mm-hmm.
These are all overviews, overview. I'm gonna get to where it starts actually doing the stuff, the go-to part that I was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Build spec. Yeah, so this is one of the things that's super useful for just, most people, actually, is this forces you to read the overview before getting to the actions.
Yep.
You and I always want to go to click the buttons. Like, where do we click? Where do we click? So go to code commit. Code commit. Pretty much all in this page here. So one of the instructions is to take this. It's actually this one, but I suggest this one because this one's more up to date. And fork this, or use your Git tool, Git Kraken, or whatever you're going to use, to get this code into code commit. And code commit's just an Amazon version of Git, right?
Yeah.
And what I figured out too when I did that is all the things that I was just going over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
are already
right there.
Are in here in the README, because the README is done really well. And I would actually do this as the first step, and then use this as the template for the rest of the steps. But anyway, so that's code in there, exactly the same code, same config, same override parameters. Oh, actually, yeah, this one has the old one, but it's fine. I changed the variable, so it actually worked.
Oh, I see.
Commit. Yeah, okay. So I go back to the README again. Okay, where was I? You know what? I'm just gonna go through. I've been through this enough. I'm just gonna.
Okay.
I'm gonna wing it from here.
Yeah.
All right. So there's nothing in artifacts, but there are very good instructions on how to get the GitHub into here. Somehow, it ties in with GitHub. Like, you put in your SSH key or your credentials, and sometimes it's like it knows your GitHub stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I don't want to get into the details of that because it'll take the rest of the video.
Yep.
And then one of the things actually that it talks about in there is to build the build project separately.
Mm-hmm.
I had a different one in there for a different thing, but this is the build project and the name of the build project, and then it's tied to a specific repository. If I go into that specific build project, it's been run a few times. If I go into the build details, that just has the different types of stuff. The service role, which is built, the build spec, uses the build spec file. So there's no build spec file in here. It uses the one that's in the root of the repository.
Yep.
And yeah, that's all. That's all. There's not really much to that. And then deploy. So code deploy. I think this is tied in automatically. I don't think I did anything in the deploy part. I think the deploy part is all code. I don't remember doing anything in the deploy part. And then pipelines. And pipeline's kind of like systems manager, where the pipeline kind of ties all of the rest of these things together in certain order, depending on what it is that you want to do, right? And can it trigger build? So, if I release a change, it's just going to change everything to its latest thing. I might as well do it. Let's go.
Dun, dun, dun.
So it goes through and shows in progress of the source
It'll
thing.
rerun through the pipeline. It'll take a few moments for the status of the run to show.
Yeah, and then it's build, and then if I want to view the logs of the build, you come up here. I think if I make a change to the Lambda function, it would trigger this as well.
Current phase provisioning. Start time just now.
Yeah, downloading source.
Oh yeah, just changed.
So that's, and then build. And then once it, yeah, and then it's
okay.
To get,
nice. So it built 47 lines so far.
Yeah, and then it does the thing. And then
welcome to Gradle's 7.3.
Yeah, so I ran the command that you saw in the build spec, and then ran the build step. Oh, actually, yeah, this is the other one. I had to change it to a different version of Gradle because the one that was in there didn't work. So yeah, that's the one I was looking for the Gradle version. Where I changed that.
Clean up to date. Start a
clean up to date.
Start a Gradle daemon. Yeah.
And then so this will say
succeeded at the bottom. Oh, that's 6 days ago.
Yeah, it's still working.
Oh, okay, it's still in progress. Oh, that's interesting. So it's leaving the most recent success, and then it'll start in after that the build's done.
Yeah, it should start in a couple seconds.
And then it should update where it says succeeded 6 days ago to succeeded a few seconds ago or whatever.
Yeah.
Refresh.
Oh, it's still doing stuff.
Yeah, it's not quite done. It just was it just said clean or whatever.
Yeah. It zips up there you go.
Succeeded. I see, and so as soon as it succeeded, the one under it has the ...
Yeah, it starts.
In progress, it says. In progress just now.
Yeah, and if you actually go to the CloudFormation,
you can watch it build.
Yeah,
update in progress.
So while that's doing that, I will not do that. I will go to S3. And then I will oh, actually the one thing that I didn't show before I do that is so this is deployed, I'm sure. Yeah, deployed.
Yep, it succeeded just now.
Topic. Need you to filter out one of these emails in a second.
Okay.
So at the very bottom there.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just filter both of them out.
Yeah, both. That's fine. So that's just the SNF's topic. This mystery box here is where a couple of emails are subscribed to that.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm going to do is, this is pretty sure the bucket. I can go, actually, let me double check, because this is a good thing to figure out. So, where are we? Projects. Details. And buckets, buckets. Okay, so I was going to upload something to the wrong bucket. So I need to upload. Oh, no, wait. No, it's the other bucket. Hang on a second. Let me try a couple buckets.
All right.
Mugford buckets. Yeah. So I think it's this one. So if I upload the file, I guess this handsome gentleman here.
I know that guy.
Yeah. And then I upload it. And if it's the correct bucket, I should have an email pop up in my Gmail over here. Yeah. So I'm gonna pop this over. Oops. So there's the message that it got uploaded.
The Corey green screen thing got uploaded. Yep.
And now if I don't need to show you, I'm sure you believe me, but if I go back
and the bucket and you look at it, it's going to be that same picture.
It'll be the same picture. Yeah, we're not testing that. I need to test that.
Permanently delete, because you don't need that. It's too much beauty to be in AWS.
Too much money. Gotta clean up my resources.
Yeah, that's true.
Within a few seconds, I will get that deleted, blah, 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 blah. And that's basically all I wanted to go over today.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. That's really neat. That's a really good tutorial.
Oh yeah, it was actually pretty good for, that wasn't one that we would have been able to do live.
Yeah, it would take a while. It'd need some heavy editing anyway.
4 days, like a couple hours a day, something like that.
All right, that's great. Good job. Right. Good job. Can you?
I think that disturbs us subscribe 4 days.
Yep. Can you take away your screen share so we could say goodbye properly?
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in to the Cloud Brothers. As Scott said, that is worth a subscribe. You definitely should do that. We're gonna try to get back to doing weekly or at least monthly instead of like it's been 6 months, I think. Quarterly. Yeah, but we got lots of subjects to cover. If you got any requests, let us know, and we can do that. Help. We got these suits.
Yeah,
we're ready. We are the Cloud Brothers. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll catch you on the flip side, and we'll see you in the cloud.